This is a ruling by Speaker Hunt reasonably recently that Speaker's ruling 1442 that the member specified in particular recognises a long stop protection against abuse in transferring a question where only one minister could be expected to have personal knowledge of the subject. Now in this case, the minister that the government has set down to answer this question should have knowledge of the issue, and it may not be the preferred answer on behalf of the opposition, but it is the government's responsibility to determine who will answer questions. And as the Leader of the House has pointed out, even more recently, Speaker Wilson has made it clear under 144(4) that a member cannot insist on a particular minister dealing with a question. And that is a number. There have been several recent rulings that make that clear. It's my judgment as Speaker that this is not an abuse because of the wording of the question. It's reasonable to expect the minister to have some knowledge of this issue, and that we'll move on to. The member will not question my ruling. I'll listen to him. The Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not questioning your ruling for this case, sir, but I want you to consider the facts of this matter, and that is that a question was lodged and accepted to the Prime Minister by your office. The Prime Minister insisted on the word Labour going in there, and that was accepted by your office. It was the insertion of that word Labour in there, sir, which meant that the Prime Minister could then give it to this minister.
Order. The member will resume his seat. He should be careful with alleging facts that he does not have knowledge of. The Speaker was not prepared to accept the question in its original form because the Speaker considered the quote was out of context. The Speaker was not prepared to accept it, and that's why it was changed, not because of anything to do with the Prime Minister. So the member should be careful what he alleges. That is the end of the matter. Question number one, the Honourable Annette King. Point of order, the Honourable Darren Hughes.
Mr. Speaker, we have great respect for the work you've done with question time, but we do take this matter very seriously, and so the opposition will be exercising its right under Speaker's ruling 145(3), and the member will not be asking the question.
That is perfectly acceptable. Fully accept. Order. Question number two, Amy Adams.